Hello and welcome to the show. Today we are going to be discussing the latest Survive the Hunt that had me and Neilogical try to survive for 24 hours of GTA 5 time. Now, when we have guests in the Survive Hunts, we tend to keep things fairly straightforward, which is why this was just a simple Survive one. There wasn't any, breeze to blow up or any tasks or anything along those lines. Just try to keep things simple for this. There were a few more hunters than normal. I think there were 18 hunters, which is not completely out of the question, but it is more. And the hunters audio we don't have the map, unfortunately. We do have that. It was all done via Discord, and it's not the best quality we've ever had. Can't do much about it now. It does drop out in for a couple of places, which is it's not the recording problem, that's the Discord problem. That's just what we had to work with, basically, or what the hunters had to work with. So yeah, we do have that, as ever, a little bit of a language warning on the hunters chat. The other slight downside as far as discussion video goes is, of course, this style of Survive the Hunt is a lot more about sneaking, a lot more about blending in. There were quite a lot of close calls for both me and Neil with silly stuff happening. The hunters don't realise that. So the discussion part from their end, they're just having the not carrying conversations. Don't really notice the fact that they drive past us a lot because they don't see. Either way, the hunt got off and underway and everything went fairly okay up until we started getting suspicious.
Guys.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Can I report a dancing in car?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do.
Sure.
A dance link up. Yeah, they do.
So yeah,
It's Mega Mall.
oh,
I am really not close to the Mega Mall.
It is a brown premiere. It is a brown
premiere. The low-income housing.
it's
one.
you.
You will never miss it.
Oh, that
Mega
one.
Mall.
I thought you said the shopping centre.
The driver white.
Mega Mall.
See, that's why I have a man.
The driver's white. It's
Oh,
the
yeah,
male.
got it.
Shoot him.
That's our demographic right there.
Ewan jump scare. Joe.
I feel like he'd have.
Shoot first, ask questions
I feel
later.
like he'd.
Yes. I learned from the
Aim
best.
and C.
I feel like Alex would have told him not to get in one of those cars.
Well,
I'll find Mega Mall. Nah, Alex would stay away from a brown premiere just because that'd be like
Brazen, you've
it'd
just
just be
past
like
it.
not the normal colour at spawn.
The brown premiere.
There's a street dealer around here too as well.
Well, let me.
No, that's an AI.
This big.
That's not very
I don't know what people are going
I don't
away.
think it's him, oddly enough. He flipped me
I
off.
don't think it's
Hang on, wait for
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead.
He's dead, Brazen! Brazen, he's dead!
You can stop firing now, Brazen.
Stop.
He's already dead.
Brazen, stop!
Brazen! Really making sure.
Stop resisting.
Stop resisting. I didn't know Brazen was role-playing as the American law enforcement today.
That is a riot van.
Guys, I think I've just found one of them in a black shirt near the chief office, going going towards the main customs from the cheap office.
Scott's
They're
apartment.
on
Pull up.
the motorway.
I don't know what the chief office is.
On the motorway.
Scotty's apartment.
Direction.
Which way? East or west? East or west?
Going east, I think.
East to the west.
What is this?
Ah!
Oh, it's Alex.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got
That must be
one.
you.
Which direction on the motorway?
Okay, I'm out then. I can't say anything.
It was a black shark.
I'm flying over the motorway and I can't see anything out of the ordinary. I'm literally parallel with the LS customs on the
I hear
motorway.
police. I do hear police.
I have
I
cleaned
won't say- I
everybody.
won't-
That's Lado.
Can I say anything now that I've been killed, or am I not allowed?
No.
Not that gives another way.
stuff that isn't related to the...
You can finally live up to your
While
name.
we're in this sort of situation, though, Dave.
Once
How the
you're
Rover
dead, you're
214
dead.
is superior.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There's been a motor.
Matthew, do you know
I've just seen
where
a
this
black
is?
shark
But fuck it.
go underneath me on
on the map.
Amy, I heard about
I'm not sure if it's him.
those 3 words of your questions. The police with sirens on are going towards the tunnel from
The
like
tunnel.
the
Okay,
LSPD
I'm
on the
right
motorway.
near the tunnel. I'm gonna peek
Towards the
in.
big tunnel.
There's no sirens in the tunnel.
I don't think they're
Yeah, you
going all
won't
the
get
way.
sirens in the tunnel.
After you,
Is
Ewan.
it sewers
where is-
tunnel or main tunnel?
Oh,
Go check it out,
main-
Ewan.
No
main-
traffic
main-
moving at the far end of the tunnel.
main tunnel. Oh no, they've turned around
Oh, I
on the
see
motorway.
why.
There is a SWAT
I
van.
see
Turned
why.
around on the motorway. It's the sewers tunnel underneath like the art gallery quartz building. The police are getting out of the car. I think
No,
he's
it's
going
further along.
No.
No, yeah,
Police
it's
opened the
one.
door and then got back in.
It's 2 to the east. of
I
yours.
reckon he's gone on the main motorway towards like the dock.
Police with sirens off heading towards that arch.
Yeah. Police have got sirens off now.
Police turn the sirens off and then
I
turn
think he
them back
might
on.
be somewhere around.
I can still hear
Oh,
the
this
sirens.
policeman's getting out near the tunnel.
I think he might be somewhere
They may have gone
around
further in.
Maze Bank.
No, sewers.
There's nothing. I'm going in.
Okay, Stevie, I'm with you. Let's do this.
I'm gonna go check
you're all
the exit.
both gonna
I'm
die.
gonna stay
Amy,
behind.
when you die, can I have your tranny?
Yeah.
Was that you?
Exit.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay.
You're in. That was a. Oh, never mind.
I'm gonna go check the.
I swear the car you. I swear the car
Yeah,
you jumped
I'm
off behind is
ready.
a black shirt.
I see a police car. I don't know if that's Lado by Arcadia.
Alex will
Nothing,
probably have
Stevie?
abandoned the SWAT somewhere.
Yeah.
Whoever's in the Ferrero,
can't see
whoever's in the
anything yet.
Ferrero, stop.
Do you want me to go straight on and you go down one of these train tracks?
Yeah, okay, sure.
I didn't hear your question.
I'm going down the train tunnel end by the building site.
Basically next to the
You know where I am.
Coming off the motorway.
So, I had got quite lucky in this. An efficient removal of one hunter, and everyone not seeing where I had gone. They thought I'd gone into the tunnels, sort of the subway tunnels, a bit where you can jump off the motorway and end up in the tunnels. That's where they thought I'd gone. Don't know why the police were over there. No idea. Nothing to do with me. I went completely the different direction. So, it was very fortuitous for me. We were able to make the most of that getaway. I mean, you saw, they occasionally see a vehicle, suspicious of a vehicle, they get dragged across the city, which is why there were a bunch of cars around, or sort of shooting past me at one point. But yeah, it ended up being a very efficient getaway. We ended the chase with Newt very, very quickly, and yeah, were able to break away, and everyone was distracted by other stuff. Couldn't really have gone much better if I had wanted it to at that stage, and we even managed to find a nice car to get away with. For Neil, there were some close calls along the way. Ended up out of the car, going to find a new vehicle after their car was damaged. Spent a fair bit on foot. I mean, Neil was not the most subtle at times with some. I mean, it takes a while to get used to blending in as completely with the AI, although it is helped by the fact that the AI is unbelievably erratic these days. So yeah, Neil did get away with a lot of shenanigans not actually spotted by any of the hunters. However, unfortunately, while going to get a car, when you're out of the car, it's a right pain sometimes trying to find a half-decent vehicle. So yeah, as Neil goes to find a vehicle, there was a hunter hanging around. The timing for going to steal the car was just not quite the best in this one, and what didn't help is the car that was gotten also wasn't particularly fast.
This was insurance
I'm
details.
just going to say I'm near my CEO.
Give us your
Yeah.
Actually, Longboat, add that
Stevie.
task back.
Oh, Stevie.
Next
no.
day.
Yeah, you send us your plate number, yeah.
Stevie, where
There's
are
no
you?
way we'd ever be able to read it.
I'm under the bridge. I'm by the petrol station, by the
Oh
hospital.
no, where are they?
Under the bridge, didn't we, as Red Hot
Oh,
Chili Peppers?
fuck you.
Ow.
Under the bridge.
I not like that joke.
I like the red hot chili peppers.
How long have you done level 8?
The Renault Chili Peppers.
The Renault chili.
Okay, yeah.
How you rolled me that?
Wait, what? That is a strong bike.
What?
Hi.
I'm your staff. You can't do that.
Over blocks.
For my staff, surely I can do whatever I want.
Squares?
The art installation.
Squares,
Yeah.
Yeah, the squares.
I was just there still.
Square.
You mean?
Squares.
Damn it.
Unless it's one of us.
I just say FQ2 right.
Direction.
Yeah, FK2. East now.
Go towards the police station by squares.
Please.
Go towards the storm drain. He's gone left.
It's gone
Oh
north.
my god.
Oh, that is
Going-
cock. I got it mixed up.
This is a
towards the
chase.
bus terminal. Going towards the bus terminal.
It's bikers.
Going towards the bus terminal. Gone right. Gone to the train yard. Gone right again. So we're now going underneath the bridge. There's Blakey.
Oh,
Going underneath the bridges now. Going past LS police station by squares.
Past rooftop rumble style.
Heading south.
Going towards
Along-
Vincent. Going towards Vincent.
Oh, that's a long way away.
I rejoined that. Beautiful. How have I got
No,
lost?
not stuck.
Am I stupid or something?
Yes.
Fuck off. Make a joke. Don't go, man.
which one is it? There's too many black
Well, what is
cars.
this mess? So many.
He's on there somewhere.
He's the one on
Where
top.
is it?
No, he's
He's
escaping.
going.
Past hospital. Past hospital.
How long have we been going for, by the way?
Yes.
Oh!
I see him.
Crashed you and into him.
So just over 12 hours.
He's missing a tyre.
He's
Missing a tyre. He's very, very tired. I'm just gonna.
Stop pushing.
I'm trying to hold him in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to hold him in place.
ASL. Still moving.
I don't know which one he is.
People keep pushing from
Longest car crash.
Where is he? Oh, that's Biscuit. Sorry.
Got him. So many other people died there.
That's. Oh, wait, no, he's got a lemon suit on now.
I don't know where my car is.
So, yeah, being spotted stealing a car, having a tyre shot out, and in a slow car was not the best time whatsoever. There was quite a lot of people around that were able to get into the area very quickly, and yeah, it's not what you want. The FQ2 was always going to be a difficult car to try and get away with anyway, as it is not particularly fast, and the second the tyre's gone, unless you can get it to the water really quickly, it's not going to work. So, a little bit unfortunate, bit of a bad moment to go and grab a car at the end of all of that. So, that was the end of it. Did quite well to survive. At the end, I think it was nearly half an hour that got to, which is, certainly not bad going. I continued onwards. We ended up jumping into an Exemplar, and they were having a tough time trying to find me throughout this one. You know, we were able to blend in. The roadblocks didn't really play a part this time around. Just how it goes sometimes. It's, I think, how I like the roadblock rule that comes in. I like the way that it works. It could have played a part when I ended up wandering up towards the hills and having to turn around and all that, but there was nobody around to see me doing anything weird. So yeah, it's one of those that it certainly can play a part. It does change how things work, but in this particular version, this particular round of Survive the Hunt, it just wasn't really a factor as it turned out. So yeah, I'm driving around, I'm minding my own business in the Exemplar. The time was starting to tick down. I knew we didn't have particularly long to survive in this one. So when it looked like we were going to be made, I made a decision. A decision that in hindsight may not have been my best ever decision, but it was a decision that, having got away in this fashion, first of all, I thought we'd try it again. And yeah, you'll see what happens.
Just crying.
I wish I didn't.
Bean Man. That's the good ending. That's the good ending.
What? Who's Crane?
I will say.
This is Alex by the casino.
I am
Is
so
it
far
wrong?
away.
Casino.
By the casino, he just shot me.
Cafino.
No way.
Oh,
Casino
yeah.
Royale at the casino. Real Casino Royale.
He's going south. He just jumped into this motorway.
We can take
Oh,
carry
oh,
on
no.
with the chase.
Going south.
Is it towards penis jumped in?
Someone in the blue thing. He's just went down the opposite way.
What
He's
was
in
he in?
Zion.
What is in? Zion.
Yeah.
What direction? North, south, east, west, all that.
South.
South.
He's going south.
What colour was the Zion?
Towards blue blocks.
Actually, no, it's the Exemplar. Sorry.
Has he turned off?
Square.
Squares.
Squares, yeah.
Just come from there. Just
I spotted him just going from there.
He's right there, yeah. Red Exemplar.
Oh, that, okay.
Exemplar.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it wasn't a Zion, it was Exemplar.
I see
Sitting south in an alleyway. Grayson spun out.
Is that incident? Great incident.
Been spun out.
Oh, I'm there.
Oh, this thing handles like
That may
absolute
have been
shite in
upgraded.
arse.
Oh.
How do you know what
It's stolen, it can't be upgraded.
Oh,
Listen,
shit, true.
I've been in situations.
Yeah. Hey, he's gone underneath it. Heading south still on the railway, along the railway track towards the storm drain. He's now alongside the storm drain on the right-hand going south. He is area. He's heading through the low-income housing. He's turned right alongside the train. He's basically going driving parallel alongside the train. I don't care. He's turned right, heading towards the small hospital. He's turned left again, heading towards Franklin's old house. Right, he's turned left again, heading across. He's going towards Mace Bank Arena. He's turned left again by the Mega Mall. At the Mega Mall. He's in the Mega Mall car park. The big plant. He's turned right, heading back towards the storm drain.
Oh, good hit, Ewan.
I'm gonna break.
He's on the tram tracks at the end of the low-income housing area. Oh no! Attack!
Oh, well, yeah. Apparently just going on a murder rampage today.
Amy's just trying to get all the views.
Apparently.
Oh, that's fire.
That works. I'm leaving.
Wow. Okay.
Can I just say, he didn't last. That was only 46 minutes.
No, he didn't make it.
Nice.
46 minutes.
That was very well
I didn't die when I found him this time.
They did brilliant.
Your location. Oh, now you're died. Too bad.
Longbow got shot by him up in the casino.
Yeah. That's a weird one, though.
Yeah.
Were you out of your vehicle, Longbow? Do you have any idea why he might have shot you?
Why did he shoot
Somebody
him?
try and knock me off this wall.
I just stopped by it. I just stopped by it.
Oh, he
You see me
presumed
and
he was
I
busted.
was looking, and so he got out.
He presumed
The
he was
guy's
busted.
face. The guy's face.
lemon.
I help you.
So they pretty much got it. Yeah, I thought I'd been made and went for the shoot Longbow and try and get away quickly. So turns out I hadn't exactly been made. Longbow was searching the car, and if I hadn't got out and shot, it was going to be searched more thoroughly, apparently. So whatever happened, I was going to be made at that point. It is the curse of towards the end of the game, they're going to be searching the nicer cars. Things like the Exemplar and all that are going to get looked at more. Could I have got into maybe a worse car to try and blend it? Maybe. But then you saw what happened. Admittedly, Niels was spotted because of the carjacking animation, the door being open. But then if you had been spotted, you wouldn't have standed a chance to get away. They were just very efficient at swarming the area. And the problem was, once they started to have to be quite slow weaving in and out of traffic, sort of dodging stuff, it just sort of snowballs. Because there's always going to be a car that can carry speed. They did a very effective job. They managed to swarm, but both of us, in similar manners, managed to swarm us well enough that, yeah, I couldn't do anything. Didn't even have time to try anything. I honestly thought I was going to be able to run for long enough. Even if I got spotted at that moment by the casino, I thought I could run for long enough. But that was not the case. They did a great job of swarming the areas and, yeah, and dealing with us. But there we go. It was definitely a fun Survive the Hunt. It was definitely a good fun Survive the Hunt. And, yeah, things did not go so well for me at the end there. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.